You're watching Community CloseUp with Jay Dow.
Welcome back. It's being called the trial of the decade. Sean Diddy Combs, accused of racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking and facing life in prison. The details in court are, of course, sensational, but also complicated. And covering it all, YouTube stars who are in the courtroom sitting next to folks like me every day. Armon Wiggins is one of them, representing the next generation of journalists. He freely offers his opinions and observations without the formality that you'd expect from traditional broadcast journalists. And his viewers, hundreds of thousands of them, love every second of it.
I said, Armon Wiggins, bring the tea. Go down to the courthouse, bring the tea.
Be so much going on, child, every single day. But this witness had me f***ed up today. This is where it got really, really interesting. They said, well, what goes in to the freak off? So now we're going inside the freak off, okay? This is where it gets crazy.
I recently sat down with YouTube star Armon Wiggins for a great chat about his experience covering the Combs trial. We're sitting outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan where Sean Diddy Combs is on trial for sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. I've been covering this trial for about a month, and all during that time I've been sitting next to popular social media influencers and YouTubers like Armon Wiggins, and every day he's sitting in the courtroom taking detailed notes about what's happening and then later in the day relaying it to his viewers. Now, Armon, you've been gracious enough to come out during a quick lunch break to tell us about your experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Armon, a lot of your viewers and fans and subscribers know you for your social and pop commentary.
Yes.
What's it been like sitting inside a stuffy federal courtroom taking notes all day?
Well, it's been fun. I've done it before with the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez trial, so this is my second trial doing it. But on this level, it's a big deal, and I'm excited. I feel like we're making history, so I'm happy to be here.
A lot of what is happening right now is a lot of legalese, right? And we talked about the experience of news gathering, and I joked with you a couple of days ago about folks like you being the next generation of news gatherers who offer their own opinion. Are you ready for that, and how do you think your viewers feel about that?
I think I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. That was part of the plan when I came here, because I'm originally from California. But when I heard this trial was happening, I started saving my money and I built out a plan. And so I moved here to New York for this trial, and my numbers have really been showing. My people are engaged, they're excited about it, and I think it's turning over really well.
A lot of your online raps are getting hundreds and thousands of views.
They are. I'm really excited about it.
Does that surprise you, given the nature of the sometimes boring ins and outs that are happening inside the courtroom?
It did surprise me, because these are peaks that I have never hit before, so I think it just is a testament to showing that people are wanting to consume various different forms of media and news nowadays. So it really shows that there is a lane for new media content creators like myself to really get the news out there.
And how does it feel being out here and seeing, you're one of us now.
Yeah, listen.
I can't do what you do, but you're doing what we do.
I can't do what you do either, though. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't go to school that long. But honestly, no. I think what we do, it's a conglomerate of things, and we worked well together, And I think times are changing. The way people consume news is elevating, and I think that, it's a great time to be in broadcasting right now.
Why was it important for you to come out here to New York, to be sitting in that courtroom in person every day?
Because this is my culture. My family grew up on Diddy. I grew up on that. And this is hip-hop culture as well. And, I feel like I'm building my tape when I'm writing my legacy as a media icon. And what better way to do it is to cover the biggest trial for the culture of the last decade and make history. And the world is watching this. So this is the moment.
The world is watching you as well.
Yeah, well,
Is this going to be your last trial?
No, probably not. I think this is just the beginning.
I think I see you with like a press pass, standing next to press conference with a pencil in your ear.
Listen, the press passes are a little bit difficult to get. I think I get in easier without the press pass.
Armon Wiggins, Thank you so much. I know you got to get back up to court.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you for respecting me and having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Coming up, how a lifelike baby doll brought a 92-year-old woman with Alzheimer's back to life. A powerful conversation with her daughter on how this doll resurrected a relationship that she thought was gone forever. That's coming up right after the break.